Hello everybody, my name is Anomalord and welcome to another exciting episode of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. On the last episode, we challenged Volkner at the Sunny Shore City Gym, and in defeating him, we gained our 8th and final gym badge. We also got the hidden move Waterfall, which we learned that we are going to need for when we go challenge the Pokemon League. And Barry said that if we don't hurry, he's going to leave us in his wake, which of course means I am going to be stalling for time. Now, in order to continue, I will need to put Waterfall on somebody, and you may have already guessed by the way that I pulled it out that somebody is going to be James Bond. However, James Bond already knows 4 moves, so I need to get rid of one in order to teach it Waterfall. Now, that presents a small problem in that you can only you can't just delete an HM move. It's not something you can overwrite. You have to go somewhere and have it deleted. And that somewhere you need to go happens to be in Canalave City. There is a gentleman here who will solve my problem. I believe it is in Sailor Eldritch. No, that's something else. I believe it's in this house. Is it you? No, you will give me an interview, though. Please select your favorite Pokemon type from this list. What is my favorite Pokemon type? Ghost types are underrated. I like ghost types. Anyway, this was a completely useless aside. Where is the place I am trying to go? I thought it was on this side of the bridge. I think it is on the other side of the bridge. Is it you? It is not you. This is what I get for briefly looking up what city it was in and not actually checking where it is. All right. Having exhausted every other option, here he is. It's the move deleter. All right, so I am going to need to delete one of James Bond's HM moves to make room for Waterfall, and that move is going to be Cut, because I can easily get another Bidoof and put Cut on that. For now, I need James Bond to know Waterfall. Waterfall is actually a pretty good move. It's not as powerful as Surf, but it is a fairly good move. And it can, something else it can do, yeah? I think it can, like, lower defense or something. But it is not as good as Surf, so I am just going to put it on James Bond. Alright. Now that James Bond has the equipment that we need to proceed, we will be returning to Sunny Shore City. And if we look on our map, we can see that the Pokemon League is all the way up here. There's quite a bit of water in the way. So I think we know what this entails. What this entails is going to be... Nah, I was gonna start a timer, but I think we're just gonna go until we get where we need to be going. No good stopping in the middle. All right. Let's throw up a repel. Let's go the wrong way in my menu to throw up a repel. And now, let us surf. Onto Route 223, where there will be many water trainers. I'm determined to go to the Pokemon League no matter how hard it is. I will be very interested to see you fight the Pokemon League with your team, Swimmer Miranda. You have a Lumineon. It has occurred to me, actually, that I really should be having, Cabbage Patch in front for the extra experience here. I have thrown the experience share onto Yuki because Yuki is significantly lower level than everyone else and is not really super, frankly, is not really super useful in these routes. There aren't really a lot of things it can fight, so better to get that experience with the share. Do not worry. Yuki's day will come, but it is not today. I need to kill this Luminion. And to be clear, the plan is still no grinding unless it's absolutely necessary. And the people who know what the Pokemon League in this game looks like are shaking their heads because, even I will admit that as of right now, I am significantly underleveled compared to them. But it's fine. Cabbage Pad is level 43. It will be a lot more useful against these guys than Pen, however, so I will put it in the front. Excuse me for wearing my bikini. Well, you're in the water. Am I supposed to be offended? You have a barrel. There is a rude joke I could make that I am... Hello everybody, it's me, Anoma from the future. Apparently my microphone decided it didn't like me insinuating that I could make a rude joke, and so decided to corrupt my sound for the rest of the recording. So I am joining from the editing room to commentate on the rest of this video. Alright, we got an Azumarill here. They're fun. They can have two abilities, Thick Fat, we've seen, and also Huge Power, which is... I think it's just straight up an attack boost. If you have an Azumarill with huge power, they can be pretty deadly. Unfortunately, I didn't kill this one in one hit, but it did use Double Edge and proceed to kill itself, which is very nice of it. It is nice to see Cabbage Patch being useful, and I'm hoping that Yuki can get to that point as well, although we don't have too much of the game left before the League, so we'll see just how that ends up for us. Right, we got another swimmer here. What do you got to say, sir? I train at a Pokemon gym, too. Oh boy, do you. Don't think you're gonna win easily. Well, that sort of depends what gym you train at, and actually I've beaten all of them. So, got a Mantike. It is a water flying type, which means that I am being an idiot and using Grass Knot on it rather than switching into my electric type user. But, you know... This thing isn't super deadly, so it's also not too hard just to take it out. Alright, Mantine is its evolution, which I always mispronounce as Mantine, but I think is actually Mantine. These water flying types do not like it when you use electric moves on them, so of course that's what I'm doing. And with download is not raising the relevant attack, unfortunately, but still goes down fairly quickly. Yep, there we go. Yuki grew to level 41, very nice. Every little bit helps. A Remoraid is what you need to have in your party with a Mantike to evolve it into Mantine. Mantine might be something that would be fun to use sometime, but it's not really, like, it's usually fairly difficult to come by. I think it's a Gen 2 Pokemon, but I can't consciously think of where you catch one in any game outside of Pokemon Coliseum. We saw him say there he's at the Pastoria gym with our good buddy Crasher Wake. Double battles. We love them. Hey, we were just talking about Pokemon Coliseum, which is one of my favorite Pokemon games, and is almost exclusively double battles. In fact, is literally exclusively double battles outside of one computer-controlled battle. I hope this audio is coming out okay. I've got the recording meter in Final Cut here, but it's not being very useful. Ice Beam on the Wingull. Takes it out pretty quick, despite only being neutral. Grass Knot on the Meryl should take it out pretty quick as well. Except it doesn't. But it did poison itself. Alright, and Octillery is the evolution of Remoraid. I did not see what I just used with Cabbage Pat there. I saw that it affected the whole party, but I was looking away. Sunny Day! Ah, I see. That is clever, because that'll make their water moves be less effective. Of course, if it's going to use Ring Out, that doesn't really help, because that's a normal move, but... Got a Wingull. And we know what to do with those. Use Ice Beam on them and take them out. I was curious, so I pulled up its wiki page, and I am wrong. Mantine is actually pronounced Mantine, judging by the Japanese. I knew I was right. I'm right about everything, except when I'm not. Ah, Pelipper. Good old evolution of Wingull. We got a Golduck here, evolution of Psyduck. And with Sunny Day out, I can also just use Solar Beam on everything. I expect the Pelipper to live through the Ice Beam, but I'm already using Solar Beam on the Golduck. Down it goes. And what am I doing? Am I just gonna use Grass Knot on it, or what am I gonna do? Sludge Bomb it, that works. Not that it matters, because Yuki's gonna go first and take it out, but... Or it could not take it out, and Sludge Bomb could finish the job. That works too. Yuki growing to level 42 from all that experience. That is very good. Going in and using a healing item, that's what it looks like. Get Cabbage Pat back up a little bit. It might not look like it, but I'm traveling now. I mean, I didn't really think that you lived in the middle of the ocean, Swimmer Ricardo. Ah, you have a Tentacruel. That thing is fun. I don't know if we've actually seen Tentacruel or its pre-evolution, actually, but they're fairly common in some of the older games, and they're actually pretty good. Tentacruel is a pretty special defensive one. I have seen people use them, and actually have used them myself to great effect. They are water poison type. Trying to go over and get that item, failing miserably, because, yeah, actually, yeah, I tried to figure out how to get in there, and I couldn't figure it out. I'm probably just missing it really badly, but... Alright, wild battle over, repel wearing off, gonna put up another one. Just for the last little bit, because I believe we are almost there. Unfortunately, you are not going to be seeing how strong my Pokemon is, because I am not going to be using it to fight you. Throwing in Cabbage Patch, what am I going to do? Just Sludge Bomb it? See, I know how I play the game. And next up, we got a Seaking. Just a plain old water type. You do have to keep an eye on them because they can have Horn Drill, but this particular one doesn't seem like it will present too much of a threat, so I'm just going to Grass Knot. And it survives on 1 HP and uses Waterfall. And poisons itself, so it dies. Very good. The Pokemon on this route are very smart. Alright. Oh, we got a Sailor Man. I came out here because I wanted to see the Pokemon League for myself. Ah, did you? I'll be interested to see you fight them, Sailor Zachariah, with your Pelipper. Level 40 Pelipper. If I'm underleveled for the League, you know this guy's underleveled for the League. Using Stockpile, that can be a fun defensive move because it raises up your defenses. I've used it before in previous games. It can be fun to stall out your opponents, and it also works with 2 other moves called Swallow and Spit Up, which do more damage and heal you based on how many stockpiles you've done beforehand. You can do up to 3. But Choke, I think I stay in. I stay in, and I'm gonna use Psychic on it. It is a risk, remember, because Proton is not actually Psychic type. It is, in fact, weak to Machoke, but it doesn't really matter because I took it out in 1. And next up, we got a Gastrodon. We'll throw in Cabbage Patch against that, and probably Grass Knot it. Water ground types, they don't do well against grass moves. And down it goes. Up to level 45 on Cabbage Patch, very good. And defeated Sailor Zachariah. Now grab this item, we got an Ultra Ball, very nice to have on hand. We might be needing them soon. I have to surf around this little bit of land here. I don't know why I couldn't just walk there on that bit of exposed beach, but got a Dive Ball, which in this game I think is actually useless. And that Wild Tentacruel was level 50. I had a Repel up. Yeah, in the older games you could dive underwater. Anyway, we find ourselves here at the Pokemon League. Use our waterfall powers to climb up that there waterfall. And we got this cave here. Victory Road ahead. Victory Road is the last challenge we need to face before the League. But it's hell. It's a long trek, and I'm not really sure if I want to do that right now. So, we're going to talk about the logistics of getting to the Pokemon League next time. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you care to, and I will catch you all later on Let's Play Pokemon Platinum.